something. And as I said, there's so much knowledge, even in the first chapter, where I'm just like, oh, okay, wow. And then I forget about it, and then I listen to it again, and I'm wowed again. So it's like, I don't know, it's like very, very interesting to listen to, even though I probably forgot half of the stuff already while listening to it again. But yeah, it's just very inspiring, and I also think, you know what, if it works, then people should just do it. And if it doesn't work for them, then they can just try something else, right? Nobody is forcing anyone to do something. So yeah, and I'm very curious about your experience and what are maybe your takeaways. Yeah, and that's why I recommended this book to exchange about this topic because there's so
Yes,
much to explore.
exactly. Um, I like that you're forgetting some stuff and you're getting wowed again, and maybe that's the point. Like, wow, wow, that's really, and
I'm
sometimes
amazed all over and over again. Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah, and when you apply the meditations and his work and the thoughts, like you really apply it, you will be even wowed again. Like like he said in the first chapter, we don't have to write everything like a plan for the universe. We just do the meditation, and it's just like we um broadcast a signal, and then we get surprised also by the manifestation of what we podcasted. So um, I just want to tell you that be mindful about the meditations on YouTube. Some of them are just made by AI. They're not original. his his original work. So, but usually his meditations are on his site, and some of them are also on Audible. So yeah, you can. And so that's the only thing, because a lot of people would just copy his voice with AI and put his picture and put a meditation, but I'm listening and I'm like, this is this is a copy, this is not him. But anyway, just be mindful about that. um yeah, I mean, let's talk about this, the science of the first chapter. What is the most surprising thing to you? You got wowed a lot, and do you remember anything that wow?
You are mute.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. So we're always acting our the old selves, like old emotions, old programs, old thoughts, old feelings, and the moment to, and we wish for a different reality, but it could never change. We can never change our outsider reality when our inner reality is, the old self. So we have to be aware first for our habits, for our emotions, for our thoughts and our program, then change it to have a different reality. Change your personal reality. Is what did he say about that part? He said, I think it's here in my notes, your personality equals your personal reality. So this is, yeah, we change our personality. Yes, yes. um, we think it's really hard, but it's actually easier by the meditation. When we reach a level of, like, the brain reach a certain wave, it's easier to change our reality from there, from that level. um, it's it's different than thinking that we're gonna change, hard, like thinking about it, or just repeating uh, affirmations with no feelings, or repeating affirmations even with, like, oh my god, trying it. These all don't work. So until you reach a certain level or certain wave with your brain during meditation, it's very easy to change from there. So Bilawal, you wanna add something?
Yes, I want to ask a question about we are getting. Can I am audible to you?
You wanna?
Amma? Yes, my question is that I have a bad habit of smoking. I smoked 30 cigarettes each day. So I want to break it, but I can't. So what is strategy behind it? How would I do that? How would I keep in five cigarettes a day?
I don't. I didn't hear the question. Who did you hear it, Francie?
I mean, Rohit, I think go ahead, Rohit.
Yes,
Yeah. So you really have this, intention of changing this habit.
yeah, yeah.
This habit is connected to a part of you, a part of an older version of you, right?
Right.
So if you want, from like my experience, I don't know about the book and how he's going to deal with this, you have to read it, but from my experience, if you go and meet that part of you, like during meditation, and meet that part of you, and you understand why this part of you, maybe a child or teenager or a young man who made the decision to smoke, what feelings, what kind of feelings, and what kind of thoughts he had at that time, and you deal with that, and you give this part of you that what they need, what it needs. So they, maybe this part of you
I
have
need to
some
talk to myself
unspoken of,
about.
or
I understand your question. I understand your answer is that you are saying that I need to go into meditation state and ask myself that how which part of my mind is asking me for cigarettes.
I think, yeah, like you, when it's time that you need a cigarette, like this part, like you want a cigarette right now, choose this time to connect with yourself, to choose this time to meditate, because this part of you would be like, very obvious to meet, like it's there and it wants to talk to you. So you just sit and quiet yourself, and ask, just quiet yourself and ask in your mind, just, it's not, you don't have to say anything. You just ask, I'm here, I'm ready to meet you, and I want to know you, who are you? And sometimes, like, when I do this from experience, I'm not expecting anything, I don't know which part of me is going to come up, and I meet myself maybe when I'm 5, when I'm 6, when I'm 16, when whatever, and it comes, and I just talk to her as the adult self, as the self that has more knowledge and information and awareness and love that I can give her, and also wisdom and love and understanding of life. So there is more to give when you are, but this part of you is unconscious, and that's why it's acting through you. It's not really conscious to say, oh, this is you cannot change it. It's in your subconscious. So that's why it's just
All right.
cigarette, I get a cigarette, and it's using your body. It's like a part of the ego that's using the body. It's energy that's
It's
using.
like a avatar.
Hmm?
It's like a avatar. Avatar. It's like a avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I think avatar is different actually.
No, my body is an avatar.
Oh really? So
Yes.
the avatar is the person.
Oh,
Okay.
avatar is a person. Yeah.
Yeah,
We are living in an avatar. Do you watch the movie Avatar?
I did. Yeah, I did. But Avatar, I think it's different. In my mind, it's different. Like, the Avatar is the whole consciousness of like light. No, it's, But I'm talking now, it's a part of the ego, the energy of, like, it's a darker self. It's not dark, I'm not saying it's dark, but it's just have some broken feelings or something, but
All right, I can get it.
yeah.
I get it. I got it. Thank you. Thank
You're
you, friends.
May I just add a few thoughts? It's not entirely connected to the book, so I apologize, but I feel like I also want to add to your question, Bilava. I think the first thing is that it's really, really great that you recognize that this is something you want to change. I think that's already an applause itself to recognize that you don't want to keep going with that habit. And that's already the most important first step. What I would maybe like to add, and this is not part of this book, so thank you, Iman, for connecting the dots to this current book. I would not have been able to do that. But as this is like, it seems like a very challenging situation for you, and you're looking for solutions. I'm personally, I understand the approach of, going to your older self and understanding and unpacking and, solving it via that. I personally don't have the experience. I mean, I'm not a smoker, but even with other things which I wanted to change, I have not the experience that this is something which was helpful. I know that this helps some people. I'm more like a person who looks into the future. And the two things which maybe I would recommend is framing your environment to set you up for success. So even thinking about, it looks like we have immediate access to cigarettes. So maybe there is a way of, making it more difficult for you to have access to the cigarettes, like something like Atomic Habits, right? So setting up your environment that you can be successful of implementing your new habit. And that is the second part, is thinking about how would the future version of yourself, who is a non-smoker or someone who only smokes 5 cigarettes per day, how would that person, behave, and what kind of habits that person have? Um, so that might be just more like a slightly different angle to look at this, rather than looking into the past, which is more the version of what the book is addressing. And the alternative way, or maybe an additional way, is looking into the future version of yourself and helping yourself with, setting up the environment, how it is addressed in Atomic Habit, to help you on that way. And maybe it's the combination of both. And I really hope you find the right way for you to break that old habit and find the way to
Yes.
the more successful one. So fingers
Yes.
crossed, and keep
Thank
us
you. Thank you.
posted.
Thank you. Thank you,
Sure.
Francis. Thank you as well. Thank you, Iman, and thank you, Francis, for your kind and nice suggestion.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I don't think I don't know if the book covers going to the past or anything. I'm just saying the book would
It,
cover
I mean,
maybe
it,
half.
it,
Yeah, but I'm talking from my experience, going to the past and talk to the unconscious part of you
yeah.
that is needing this
But it
habit,
actually
whatever
does.
it
So
is.
it's,
And
but it
yeah,
does. It actually says that we are mostly living from the past,
yeah,
which
yeah, right.
can be good, right? Like if we have in the past positive experience, we kind of repeat that. But it can also be like, it can also stop us if something we have tried in the past and we, I don't know, failed. That can be even mean like, trying to achieve a certain goal. And if we haven't succeeded in the past, we might just think, oh, if I try it again, I will fail again. So the book is, I feel like in the first chapter, it's really talking about that we are living from the past. And he's actually inviting us on, hey, we can actually change that. Our past doesn't define us. It gives us, learnings and emotions, which can be good or bad, but we have the possibility to change that.
Right.
So kind of subconsciously, you connected that to what we have been mainly being described in the first chapter.
Yeah, maybe because in my journey, I was just picking up information from every book, and every book I read, every podcast I hear, and I'm just implementing it in my life or reflecting it in my life, that I created something kind of personal to me. That's why it's just like I'm confused which one where did I get this information from. But anyway. It's good. Bilawal, you want to say something else?
Yes, I want to say something. Thinking what the first chapter saying in the book? What Dr. Joseph Dispenza saying?
We're still in chapter one. He's talking about the quantum us. So he's explaining that we actually have, we can affect our reality, like our energy, our affect our reality. He's mentioning studies and experiments that were done to prove that how we can, how humans can affect their future self, their past self, and it's just amazing. And it's
So, what is the combination between breaking the habits and the change your environment? What is the combination?
if you what is combination between breaking the habit
And
of being
changing the
yourself,
reality.
habit like a specific habit, or what the
Entire,
book
in
yeah,
general.
so what the book is saying, actually breaking the habit of being yourself, he's saying like your old self that you have, the combination of the feelings and thoughts and the programs that you have, and the things that you think every day. You're addicted to certain thoughts, you're addicted to certain emotions, and you're just programmed in a way that you just live and repeat every day
I it's like
without being
reprogram your mind.
without being
It's like
aware.
reprogram.
Yeah,
It's like
so
reprogram your mind.
like
It's
what?
like a reprogram your mind.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Like Rohit. Rohit, is this your name? Rohit. Okay, Rohit. I have to check if I'm saying it right. Exactly like Rohit said, like we have to first become conscious and aware of our patterns so we can change them. So it's not just about a certain habit like smoking or eating sweets or anything. It's not just a certain habit. It's more about like the whole of you, of you are who you are. And he's speaking to the people, to us, who if we tried so many things to change our reality, we want to manifest certain goals, we want to manifest certain life, but everything we tried, like affirmations and other things, didn't work. So let's go back and let's go deeper and look deeper into ourselves. And that's how, when you change who you are, you change your reality. And applying this in my life, I actually didn't change just who I am. I changed the relationships around me, I changed everything in my environment. And it can sometimes be hard. I don't know if everyone can handle this, because the change is really uh you change everything. You're like you're addicted to certain things. You're addicted to your old self, your old patterns, your old feelings, and you just have to just change all that and become from maybe a sad person who are also always think sad thoughts or feeling like a victim every day. You feel more now like a hero, or you can change your life, you have control over your life, you can change. It's so stuff like it's hard to let go of our old patterns. So Rohit, you want to say something? Yes, and he said also something like all the realities that Are you like when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see something that you don't like, you might see sometimes a worse version of yourself and sometimes a better version of yourself. And all these versions are true in the quantum field. And you just have to like connect with this uh, better version of you to become that. So they're all the realities are true. Yes.
Yes, it's like a fragmented reality. If we see the whole picture, if you break the glass, if you break the mirror and you see the fragmented pieces of reality, so you choose. Sometimes you choose good thing, sometimes you choose bad thing. When you merge that glass, when you fix that glass and see the whole picture, you will enjoy your life. What I thought.
Yeah, maybe. Yes. Bilal sees things as like a poetic, he sees life like in a poetic way. So, I love that. And by the way, we met last week, and he was last week or before last week, right?
Last week.
Yeah, and he had a lot more to say, even though he was coughing and he had more hair. But he had a lot more to say about the book, even like with this, like some ideas I gave him about the book. Yeah, I was talking more, but now he's asking questions. I think he's practicing doing the podcast. His own.
Yes, yes, yes.
I felt that. I know he's like he's practicing to be like a podcast interviewer. So yeah.
I want to be a broadcaster with you guys.
You want to what?
When I want to be a broadcaster with you guys. We will broadcast all of them. Yeah, exactly. Thank
Yes,
you.
you have your first guest here.
Thank you.
Good. So yeah, Franzi, do you have anything else to add, or your notes, or something? Remind us about the book.
N- Um, I mean, always, but I would love to hear from Sharon today. She's on the call, she's smiling, and I'm pretty sure she has something to add, maybe to one of the previous conversations, or maybe some life changing situation related to the book. So, Sharon, I give my spot to you.
Thank you, Francie. Actually, when I read the topic of the book, I didn't knew what it was about, but I just liked the topic that changing the habit of being yourself obviously means becoming a better version of yourself. And I had read some chats also about quantum physics, and Iman was talking about it, and so I just got interested in what is the relation between them. And then when I started reading it, I realized I have already read a lot of books on this topic of, changing your reality by manifesting. A number of books, like some books were talking about being grateful for something that you want to achieve and just assuming that you have already achieved it, and then practice gratefulness on those things and other different things. This was the main context. I mean, I think this book was a series of books: The Secret, The Power, and The Magic. So these talked about this, how to change your reality. Then there were other books, like there was one book which talked about, like, this is a very old thing. It's not a new concept of manifesting um, something into your life. And I mean, it goes 1 or 2 centuries back, this concept. It's nothing new. Even though people are talking about a lot about these in past few couple of decades or so. And then
Exactly.
there was another book also which also talked something similar, that you have to feel that thing, uh, that you have already, you are in that situation. When you have manifested that reality, you are in that situation, start feeling that. Feeling it is very important. So that is something I learned from that book. So all of that, even though I've learned, and then I saw a lot of videos on YouTube about journaling, how you journal to manifest something new into your life. So all those things, like, I have learned, but I have never read about this relation with quantum physics. Even though I have learned quantum physics as a subject, I don't really remember anything about that. So now this is a new concept for me. So I think this book, from the first chapter, I can say it will go a lot deeper. That it will actually help you in understanding I mean, go through the process of manifesting it, rather than just saying it in words, like you have to do this and that. And these meditations, I mean, I haven't gone through any of them till now, so I feel this will take us step or more forward compared to
Yes.
the previous books. Yeah, Francie, you
I
want to
think
add?
I give my spot to, I'm not sure if it's Lamosh. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So please, you go first and then I go
Yes.
afterwards.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, yeah, hello. My name is Lama.
Lama?
It's my first time participating with you. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome. أهلا.
Uh, yes, it's my first trial. So that's why I was listening to all of you guys trying to um, you know see your feedback and opinions about the book. For me, uh, I would love to share my, let's say, feedback about the first chapter of the book, because I knew about this meeting this morning, so I didn't have that much time to go through the book, but I managed to listen to the audiobook of the first chapter, I mean. And first of all, I'm not really interested in self-learning book. It's a cliche. Sometimes I think that they are like over exaggerating, when it comes into manifestations stuff. However, quantum physics and how Dispenza integrated self-development with physics, quantum physics, truly blew me out, literally. And I love that. I love how he created a philosophy, let's say, because we can consider this quantum physics related to self-development, and how to see life from like more brighter angle, is a philosophy, right? A new philosophy in life. So I love that. And yeah, I'm still enjoying listening to your feedback. And yeah, that's it for now.
Cool.
Thanks for
Welcome to
sharing.
have you. I feel like you are, your name is Lama, Arabic person, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm an Arab.
And so I love that the quiet way you're talking, and you're not in a hurry to say whatever, because I always feel the pressure. Oh, 1 hour, 1 hour, you have to say this quick. So, but I love that you're taking your time, articulating your thoughts. I love that. So, welcome to our book club, and I hope you enjoy,
Thank you.
this one session, and you come and attend with us more. Franzi, you have your hands raised. You have some ideas.
Thanks. And I agree. And I'm probably a little bit guilty of speaking quite fast. So I also try to
We're
practice
learning
talking a little
from
slower.
Lemma, right?
But,
Let's do it. Let's
you know,
learn
I'm
from
so
Lemma.
excited about our weekly book clubs. So if I'm too fast, please let me know. So yeah, as
Let me
Iman
tell
said,
you
so
something.
say again.
Probably my how quiet I am in speaking related to because I'm a public speaker, so you've got to articulate your thought and put sometimes to express your ideas and stuff and
Yeah,
pronunciation and stuff. So
That's amazing.
maybe that's the reason.
nice. Great. Really welcome to have you on board. And yeah, as Iman said, I hope
Thank you.
we can welcome you for follow-up sessions if you enjoy. So what I was actually quite curious, I mean, as we have quite a few chapters ahead of us, and Bilawal was already kind enough to share what is one habit he is going to, work on and hopefully, improving. I was just curious about all of the others now that we are continuously reading. So I would, kind of bring this question into the group. And before I maybe give the mic to one of you, maybe I just go then second after Bilawal. So if I'm thinking about what's one current habit I'm having, and I'm not taking the one of past speaking, I should probably still take that, but that's not my key focus. So what's one old habit which I would like to, break and improve? And it is actually related to let's say my work. So as some of you know, I have worked for quite a long time in project management in a corporate world, and basically planning everything was how I earned my money. And now that I'm becoming, or that I'm a freelancer and starting my own business, I'm still in a lot of planning state and less of the doing state. So that is the one thing which I want to change about myself, on less planning, less documenting, and more doing. And that is the one thing which I hope this book will help me to kind of rewire that. Just because I have been a successful project manager in the past doesn't mean that I will be a successful project manager in the future, because if you're only planning and not doing, you won't be successful. So I recognize this about myself, and I hope that, along with this book and by the end of this book, I have improved on that. So just want
Wow.
to be open and vulnerable. And by the end of
Wow.
this book, I hope we have, a successful entrepreneur who's more doing and less planning.
Yes. Wow. Can I go next?
Yes, please.
and talk about my weakness? Well, when you were talking, I was thinking about, yeah, what is the one thing that I want to change about my life? And it's something that I've been thinking for the past few days. And I asked ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT. Because just to bring to bring to my attention my blind sides that I don't know about. Like I wrote a specific prompt, and he actually, even though I'm not a project manager, he actually said the same thing. Uh, that I plan a lot and I search a lot to make sure that the information is correct. It's not like really planning, but it was like I searched too much to make sure that the information is correct. So I have to check up on and it's also related to one of the things that are Maureen was talking about in the things that you're most afraid of that with related to rejection. I'm no, it's like I'm gonna say this. So I found that I fear most to say something wrong, to say something like wrong, like scientifically wrong, religiously wrong, something wrong, and open myself to attack. So people attack me because so I have to make sure everything I'm saying is correct. And it's, of course, it's impossible because people have different opinions no matter what you do. And even scientific studies shows different results. It depends on on the scientists. Really, like even when you search the stuff about diet, people have different opinions, right? Different scientific studies that says this is good for you, this is bad for you, this is okay, this is good, this is healthy, this is even exercise. It's so the world is so big. Nothing is correct. Nothing is 100% correct. So this is the thing that I was thinking about in the past few days, and it's the most thing that's distracting me from also searching too much and not doing as much. And he gave me, he said, 20 minutes search, three resources, and go to doing. That's it. So this is the plan that ChatGPT put for me, the solution. And yeah, I'm gonna do it. I started doing it actually. 20 minutes and only three resources. So I distract myself so much by searching for information. uh, I buy so many books and I start in all of them at once. So it's just like, yeah, this is the things that I want to change about myself. I really felt embarrassed. I feel like my face is red and hot right now. Just talking about, yeah, my weakness. But thank you, Franzi, you
Thanks.
started it.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Bilal.
sharing.
You started it. This is becoming not a book club, but like a support group or something.
Thank you. Cool. So we have about 10 more minutes, and the reason why I'm doing this countdown is not because I'm a project manager. It's just because in 10 minutes this session will automatically close itself. So maybe we can quickly go if the others would like to share, Robert, Sahan, and also Lamouche. If you would like to share, then we have kind of a good starting point for the follow-up sessions. Go ahead, please go ahead.
I haven't already thought. I mean, when I started the book, I really didn't think about what one thing I'm going to change. I mean, as the topic says, like changing the habit of being yourself. So there were multiple things, about the way I think about certain things. Some things with the pessimism, or those kind of things were in my mind at that point of time, or manifest something in my life. But while I've been listening to Francie and Iman, I think that is one major problem with myself also, that I just keep in my mind and don't actually get down to doing them. And even when I have time, I just kind of procrastinate and just keep thinking and thinking and reimagining those things. So that is one thing. Even while I'm listening to you guys, I realize that even I want to change that one thing.
Yes. Let's turn this into a support group and just work together toward our goals.
Yeah.
So, so stick with us, Saran. Cancel things you do on Wednesday
Yeah,
for
sure,
one.
I'm planning for that at least.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any more questions?
My question is that how our conscious, when you are aware of things, when you want to break your habits, and you are aware, and you want to use your willpower, but your dopamine wants, as Iman said to me, that you need to meditate yourself and ask yourself which person wants cigarette. So how we can imagine that, how we can get that person to know why want always you want cigarette. It's an example. I'm giving an example of cigarette. It's an anything. It's like overthinking. It's like project management, something, anything. My question is with Iman. How we
I
can
hope
do this?
maybe Rohit can translate for me.
Yes, I have a technique about overthinking. As when as we discussed earlier, like worry time. I've also discussed it earlier sessions. Worry time. That when your mind is worried, you need to decide your worry time. That at that time at 6 p.m. is my worry time. I discuss all my worries on at that time. So that's how you can communicate with your worries and anxieties, all your problems in that time, and you can journal it. When you journal it, you will find it your solution of the overthinking. This is Saran. This solution is for Saran. No, this is a different question.
So, are you asking me?
Yes, I'm saying you have a problem of overthinking.
Not really overthinking, but imagining, I mean, finding solutions to problems, and those solutions are in my head. So they never, you know, come down to actual doing those things. I can,
But
like Franzi saying, planning, but I do lot of planning and I keep doing planning all the time. But it's in my head. It's not that I mean, time could be a problem at some point, but it's not always that. When I actually have the time, so the bigger problem is procrastination. I love doing things in my head, but actual doing it, I just feel like, okay, let me just watch this 10 minutes of TV, or let me just do this, and then I'll feel more
I've
energetic, and then I'll
also
do that. Doesn't
I've
happen.
also I've also problem with of procrastination. I
Hmm.
use the method called worry time.
Hmm. I got.
When you imagine something, let's put it in the queue and say to yourself that I'll put my queue in, make a queue of your worries or your imagined things. Then at the time at 6 p.m. when you procrastinate things, make it make it possible to do it. If you procrastinate it, you will make it a real loop. So you need to break the loop. You need to break the loop. That's how you can get out of it. Either you will keep in the loop
Hmm. Journaling is a good thing actually, and
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 make a worry time.
hmm. And the thing is, if you're worrying too much, yeah, journaling can help. But if you are not worrying, there's no worry at all. You're ready to, work, but still you're not working. So that is
So,
one
so
problem.
make your mind yourself that why you are procrastinating. Ask yourself.
No, I know the answer why I'm procrastinating. The answer is I'm waiting for more dopamine. Feeling like, feeling into doing something, like feeling
So
energetic about it, feeling very
you need
positive
a
about doing
secret.
it. So that is
So you need
something
a
I'm trying to
secret.
generate.
So you need a secret like me to hit the dopamine.
Did
So
you just
thankfully it's not.
recommended her to start smoking?
I'm
Saran, don't
watching
do it. Eat chocolate instead, please.
each.
Thankfully it's not smoking for me. It's mostly
You know
watching
the
TV or
you know
just
the winner
imagining, thinking. That's
the
it.
winner
Thinking, not
effect
worrying,
the winner
but thinking.
actually was covering this. The winner
Hmm.
effect. Let's go
The
back to
real
Uh,
Yeah, the winner
The
effect.
book that we read before, he was actually covering this. Like, yes, you're right. You need more dopamine to do something, but maybe he was only mentioning studies, like scientific studies. But from these studies, I understood that we can make smaller goals for ourselves. So see that's what happens when the brain when we win in something, the brain learns to release more dopamine and serotonin when we're not serotonin. Actually, what is the
Yeah,
other one?
serotonin.
Serotonin?
Serotonin.
No,
Yes.
the confidence one. The male
Cor-
hormone.
Adrenaline,
cortisol.
No,
Cortisol.
no, no.
Cortisol.
adrenaline,
Cortisol.
The male.
Cortisol.
Not
test,
Testosterone.
not testosterone. Yeah, testosterone. So
testosterone.
That's
no,
cortisol.
the brain
That's
releases more.
cortisol.
The brain releases more dopamine, which gets you the reward. It's called the reward hormone, and the testosterone, the confidence hormone. So you need these two hormones to succeed and to, you know. So they find out in the studies that people who they are more successful, they think they are winners. These people actually find the effort itself that they put on the goal is rewarding, right? So
Mm.
they're not waiting for the result. They find that the effort is rewarding by itself. So if that's why and
The
that's
journey,
I
yeah.
understood from this, I got from this, we do small goals. Like, let's say your brain now doesn't have dopamine or testosterone at all, like it's very low levels. So you get to do small goals, and you get your brain activated, and then you go to the next goal, and then the next goal, and stuff like that. So yeah, and
Okay.
keep in mind.
Yeah, so I just sorry for jumping in. Love the conversation, but this call is definitely closing in the next 1 minute. So I just wanted to say thank you all for joining. For those who want to rejoin next week, same time, same link, and then we definitely discuss chapter 2, and you can also start reading chapter 3 because chapter 2 is relatively short, and then we continue the conversation. And I hope we have great success on our new habit building. Thank you all for joining. See
Thank
you
you.
next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye,
See
everyone.
you all.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.